looks like we're going to have the big trial. It looks like it's going to happen. You can see in front of me right now on my laptop, see, Lynn, it says Georgia has just charged Donald Trump with solicitation of violation of oath by a public officer, right? So there will be charges in Georgia against former President Trump. And what this means, and this is why the question is this going to be bad or good? This means that it's going to be televised.
Oh,
that
hell
means
yeah.
Cameras in the courtroom with the former president is what we're going to be seeing here.
It's going to be an S show.
Oh, yeah. But
How does that work? How do you get in as press? Like, you just first come, first serve, or you have to lottery system?
And everybody's going to want to be there.
And not everyone can get in, I imagine.
They'll have a pool feed, I'm sure, where they can like feed this out to everybody. And this will be, I'm saying it right now, mark my words, this will be the biggest live stream of all time. This is going to be the biggest live stream of all time when we have the court cases. Forget about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. We're talking about former President Trump in the courtroom over these charges and cameras on. This is going to be a spectacle.
What do you think the current biggest live stream of all time is?
I don't know. There's been some really big events.
I mean, Casey Anthony, I feel like everyone was watching all the time.
I think there was a lot of people watching actually on television probably at that point.
Michael Jackson's trial, I thought, made records for the most people.
There was a lot of people watching that. There's a lot of people watching the Johnny Depp stuff, but this is going to swamp all of them. And the reason why I think this is good is because when things happen behind closed doors in courtrooms, we don't know what went down. We don't know if it was fair. We don't know if these charges are legit and Trump should be put in jail or whatever. We don't know because you only see a smidgen of information come out and you can't really figure out what's going on. If the thing is public, you do risk it becoming like a dog and pony show, but I think that's worth it. And honestly, just for the content, I'm here for it. That will be just wild to see. And I don't think, tell me if you think I'm wrong about this, I don't think there's a chance that the former president will be able to sit in that courtroom and just quietly sit there, no outbursts, no nothing, if he hears something that's disparaging to him. If he hears somebody like running him down or saying something about him, maybe he thinks it's a lie or whatever. Even though he's got lawyers and attorneys and experts, I don't see a chance that he'll be able to behave and just be quiet in the courtroom. I don't see it happening.
But then they have to give him that like one phrase. Judge says, if you outburst one more time, I'm going to hold you in contempt. And they arrest him right then and there.
Oh, my God. You imagine how dramatic that would be?
Yes.
And that would be huge.
I mean, you'd think he'd want something like that, right?
Well, maybe. I don't know. BDMX Con on Twitch says the federal Justice Department cannot intervene if he wins. A self-pardon won't impact state charges. Yep, that's the whole point of the Georgia charges, honestly. And I don't know if they have them or not. Seems like that's going to be a hard one to prove. It's all going to be all about that perfect phone call. It was a perfect phone call with the folks in Georgia where he told them to find some votes. But just imagine this, man. It's going to be a huge event. You're going to have Trump and Trump supporters in there. You're going to have everybody who hates Trump watching this. It's the epitome of just a flashy case. But can it be fair? Can it be something that doesn't turn into a circus? I don't know. I mean,
how would you pick a jury that's never heard of this stuff?
True.
Is it possible to have a jury that is going to be fair and impartial against former President Trump?
And the questioning, like, will have to be very, very particular.
Yeah, what's it, voir dire? When they're trying to figure out which of these jurists they want on the jury. I just don't know that the man could actually get a totally legitimate, fair trial. I don't know that that would be the case. If you have 10 people in a room, those 10 people might not have solid opinions on a variety of different things, what their favorite food is, what religion they like the best. But if you ask 10 people in a room, do you like former President Trump or do you hate former President Trump? They will all have figured it out. The polls about Trump, you look at other polls and they go, what do you think about doing something about our healthcare system? And it'll say 51% say we should do something immediately. 34% say this, and then there'll be a big chunk where they're like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm undecided for right now. Those people don't exist in the Trump world, and I don't know how this whole thing is going to go down, but it's going to be interesting to watch when it does.